Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tanya and Dave from Turn It Up World, and we're back for another Las Vegas update. Now, October is a great time to visit Las Vegas, and there's nothing quite like Halloween in Las Vegas, especially for adults. Now, before we walk through Halloween 2022 in Las Vegas, let's first talk about some of the latest Vegas updates and news. Oh, and we are so close to our goal of 100,000 subscribers, you guys. So if you haven't done so, take a second, hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate that. And thank you so much for the tremendous support. All right, roll the intro. Now, we all know Las Vegas is known for setting bars and game-changing activities, and the Formula One Grand Prix race happening on the Las Vegas Strip in November 2023 is no different. Now, Formula One has recently opened its process for pre-registering for tickets, but you have to pay $7.77 to get on the list. What? Yes. Well, they describe the fee as a donation to the Las Vegas Grand Prix Foundation that will benefit local charities. So it's basically getting on the list, and it doesn't necessarily guarantee you tickets for the race, but it gives you priority access once they go on sale. Now, we all know Las Vegas hotels and casinos don't miss the opportunity to make a little extra money during special events. And speaking of the Grand Prix, well, MGM Resorts has already started a list for people interested in buying luxury Grand Prix room and ticket packages. And some of them apparently cost in the $100,000 range. Cha-ching. So if you're a high roller and interested in attending the Las Vegas Grand Prix, well, you may want to get on that list. Oh, and MGM, if you're watching this and you want us to showcase that, well, we would be happy to do so. Now, in the latest Las Vegas residency news, Usher has recently announced that he is extending his residency at the Park MGM through July of 2023 with additional 25 more shows. So that's great news for all you Usher fans. So if you want to check out Usher in Las Vegas, now might be a good time to get those tickets because you know they will sell out fast. All right, Adele fans, well, guess what? She's apparently staying at the penthouse suite at Nobu Hotel with Caesar's Palace, and her rooftop villa is 10,300 square feet with a private elevator, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, a sushi bar, game room, private gym, and there's a 4,700 square foot patio overlooking the Strip. Now, this penthouse goes for $30,000 per night, but you know what? At the rate of her ticket prices for her shows, I'm sure she can afford it. Some of you may not know this, but the MGM property has acquired the Cosmo, and the transition of the Cosmo into the MGM property is starting to gain some momentum. So the Cosmo Sportsbook has officially been rebranded as the Bet MGM Sportsbook and Lounge, and we can expect to see more transition to the MGM branding moving forward.
Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp will be performing at the Pearl Theater inside the Palms on November 4th. Tickets are on sale now. So if you're interested in checking out the legendary guitarist Jeff Beck perform with Johnny Depp, now's your chance. Progress continues at Project 63, the new 230,000 square foot development between the Crystal Shops and the Cosmo. The steak and seafood chain Ocean Prime has been announced as an anchor tenant. Now, Ocean Prime is expected to open in spring 2023 on the 4th level. And separately, and you may have noticed this, a 6,000 square foot LED billboard at Project 63 has begun running advertising. And according to developers, 70% of the project's first phase is leased and is expected to open in October.
With the ever-changing Las Vegas, another hotel and casino has closed. Now, while it's no surprise, the Wild Wild West is the one that has closed its doors. The current building will reportedly be demolished and replaced by a new resort, but the details of that have not yet been announced. Now, this is a station casino, and the owners of the property stated that it anticipates all the Wild Wild West employees will be offered jobs at its other properties. Now, for fans of In-N-Out Burger, and Dave and I, we do love In-N-Out, double with grilled onions and extra crispy fries. Yes, well, there's a new location going up near Allegiant Stadium. The new location will be at the corner of Russell Road and Polaris Avenue, which is across from Allegiant Stadium. And it'll also rely heavily on drive-through service, which we like. I don't like to get out of the car either sometimes. While no opening dates have been announced, we expect that it'll be open during the first half of 2023. Yum, yum, give me some. In-N-Out Burger. Fly Over Las Vegas, for those of you that don't know, is the motion simulator ride on the Las Vegas Strip near the new Target location. Well, they have a new show coming out called Windborne Call of the Canadian Rockies. And the ride is expected to open on September 26th, and it'll fly you through the Canadian Rockies. Now, Flyover will offer 2 additional rides, the Real Wild West and our current favorite, Legendary Iceland, the land of fire
and ice. The city of Las Vegas has installed 2 new 50-foot high Showgirls that will light up the Las Vegas Boulevard just north of the Strat. When the Showgirls were initially installed in 2018, they were 25 feet tall. So they've now doubled in size and cannot be missed. Double trouble. Now in some celebrity news, Mark Wahlberg has recently bought into the exclusive Summit Club in Summerlin. According to Dirk.com, Mark acquired a 2.5-acre lot for $15.6 million. This place is really exclusive too. Their neighbors will include folks like Celine Dion, Raiders owner Mark Davis, plus other high-profile celebrities. So if you're looking for a exclusive neighborhood, maybe check out where Mark's living.
Now, for those who gamble on Las Vegas machines, you are probably very familiar with cash-out machines not paying out the change, but instead giving you a ticket, a quote-unquote TIUW voucher, ticket in, ticket out. We are definitely very familiar with those, and there are times in those cashier lines which seems way too long to cash out. So you don't mind putting that ticket in, collecting your dollars, and leaving that change on the table. I know, it's not just us. I know you probably have done it too. But get this. A recent report in the Las Vegas Review-Journal disclosed that gamblers left behind $22 million in uncashed machine tickets during the last fiscal year. So that change is big money for Las Vegas. Now, the state collects 75% of that money, with the casinos taking the remainder, 25%. So if you don't want to give that change up, collect it. Go to the cashier's line and collect that. Oh, and keep in mind, those tickets do have an expiration date. So don't think you're going to keep that in your wallet, come back next year's trip, and it still be valid. Because it probably won't be. Just check the bottom of those tickets to see if yours is still good. The Fontainebleau, the building across the street from Circus Circus, has recently disclosed details on its retail plans. Now, the retail area in Fontainebleau will encompass 90,000 square feet and includes 35 retail stores on 2 levels. Now, Fontainebleau is expected to open by the end of 2023, and we're keeping our fingers crossed given a long history at this location. Come on, Fontainebleau, let's get those doors open.
Now, the Colorado River and Lake Mead water drought has been in the news a ton lately, but given the continued decline in Lake Mead water levels, the federal government has actually cut the water allocation for Nevada and Arizona by 8% and 21% respectively. Now, in a bit of good news, we don't expect any significant near-term impact to Nevada, given that Nevada doesn't currently use their full allocated amount, even with the new reductions in place. If you would like a free taxi ride and are okay with a driverless car, well, check out Motional, which is the robo-taxi service that has been testing operations in Vegas for a while now. And it's actually offering free public rides that can be booked through the Lyft app. While a safety driver will still be behind the wheel, the car will be self-driving, and all rides are expected to be free until 2023. For fans of the Jonas Brothers, they've recently announced additional Las Vegas shows at the Encore, November 10th through the 12th. Now, according to the band, they'll be playing a different set list every night, so go check them out. Tickets are currently on sale.
So in other casino news, Caesars Palace original Dome Casino has reopened after a renovation. So the Dome Casino has been replaced with new crystals, apparently worth $1 million. Now this section is located where you walk through the main front doors and is one of the oldest original gambling sites on the Las Vegas Strip. Now, with the rising cost in airline tickets recently, you might be looking for a new airline to fly into Las Vegas. And if you are, you might want to consider the new Breeze Airways. Now, Breeze Airways is a new low-cost airline that started offering flights to Vegas in June, and it's now offering more flight destinations to Las Vegas with some initial flight promotions starting at just under $30. Now, back in June, Breeze began offering flights from Richmond, Syracuse, and Fort Myers. And just recently, they announced 8 new cities you can fly into Vegas, which include Jacksonville, Westchester, Huntsville, Norfolk, Salt Lake City, Hartford, Charleston, and Akron. Now, let's quickly talk about Las Vegas festivals and concerts in October. And the biggest festival in October is probably the inaugural When We Were Young festival, headlined by My Chemical Romance and a newly reunited Paramore. So the rest of the lineup includes like emo, power pop, punk acts from the early 2000s. Now the same lineup repeats all 3 days at the Las Vegas Festival grounds October 22nd and 23rd and a week later on the 29th. Now they're going to have special sideshow concerts that'll take place at the House of Blues, Brooklyn Bowl, and the Pearl Concert Theater. And let's not forget the Reggae Rise Up happening downtown Las Vegas October 9th and 10th. Booyaka, booyaka!
In other concert news, Van Morrison is returning to Las Vegas October 7th through the 9th at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace. Maroon 5 is in town with Shaq for a benefit concert at the MGM Grand Garden Arena on October 1st. Jimmy Buffett will be there on October 9th. At the T-Mobile Arena, you can also catch Pink Floyd legend Roger Waters on October 1st, My Chemical Romance on October 7th, as well as Panic at the Disco on October 21st. So some great concerts coming to town in October.
Trick or treat! Halloween in Las Vegas is in a world of its own, and some of the highlights for 2022 include the Sin City Halloween Ball, which is the ultimate 21-plus Halloween weekend party going on at the Palms over the course of 2 nights. So October 28th will be the Thriller Party taking place at the Chaos nightclub, and it's going to be a 80s to 90s thriller themed party put together by the producer of Thriller. And on Saturday, October 29th, get ready because the Sin City Halloween Ball, which was formerly the Fetish and Fantasy Halloween Ball, will also be taking place at the Palms. Now, tickets start at around $96, and the adult party will feature some of the top musical artists, and they encourage costumes of any type, including fantasy and fetish wear. Now, late Saturday night, following the Halloween Ball, you're going to have Afterlife Nightclub of the Living Dead, which is also going to take place at Chaos inside the Palms. And that party is going to be headlined by Paul Oakenfold, as well as a second headliner. So stay tuned for additional details about this event because it is going to be off the deadly chains.
A great place to visit in Las Vegas to get you into that Halloween spirit is Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, which is located near downtown. The Haunted Museum is a popular destination for paranormal and ghost hunters, and it's definitely worth checking out. The museum's open Thursday to Monday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And they actually also offer a creepy late night flashlight tour for $199. That sounds pretty scary. Just a word of caution, be prepared for jump scares as you walk through the museum.
So you see, while there are a ton of activities going on during the month of October and Halloween for adults, like the Halloween celebrations on Lake Promenade, the Fremont Street Experience, the Rocky Horror Picture Show Halloween Spooktacular, as well as the Halloween Club Crawls, and Vegas Fright Nights, and let's not forget the new Fright Ride Las Vegas, you might be asking, what about the kiddos? So, if you're bringing the family to Vegas for Halloween, you might want to check out Halloween over at the Opportunity Village during the weekends in October from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I believe in the last week of October, it goes on every day. Now, Halloween includes carnival rides, games, live entertainment, escape rooms, and trick-or-treating opportunities for the kiddos. You can also check out Gill Crest Orchard, but our advice is to get there early because the lines can be long. Now, it's about a 30-minute car ride from the Strip, but it's a fun spot to explore and check out the large pumpkin patches, pick your perfect jack-o'-lantern, have some fresh apple cider, caramel apples, just a really great spot to enjoy with the family. Don't forget the Haunted Harvest, Moapa Valley Corn Maze, Sunstring's live Halloween music horror, which is great for all ages as well. Hey, if you have some things you think others coming to Las Vegas during the month of October should check out, leave it in the comments below. And take a second to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. And last, if you want to enjoy some awesome things that you must do as a first timer here in Las Vegas, and even if you're not a first timer, you should check out our 21 things every first timer must do in Las Vegas right here. Just click that video right here. Yep. All right. We're all waiting a second. We'll wait a second for you. Just click it right there. All right, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.